Hello and welcome back to episode 3. You're here with me, Dr. Death Defy. I know I'm joking. Beth.
Oh, sorry, yeah. And you with me, Stephen. Woo!
Woo! So,
Oh,
you've tuned back in again.
For my name.
Oh yeah, double woo. I'm never going to leave a woo hanging out there on its own. So, we're on episode 3. 3 is my lucky number.
It is.
We're going strong.
So let's do something fun.
Yeah.
I have in my hand a card, and it's from a random box of cards that we have. Our Would You Rathers. We mentioned it in episode 1 that we do occasionally do Would You Rathers. We like random little activity games.
Yeah.
We buy board games, random little things like that, especially at Christmas when they're all cheap.
Oh yeah.
And we love to do them, so...
And we love to talk, if you've not figured that out.
And, well, that's the whole basis of this podcast. But we're going to do some Would You Rathers today for this for this episode. You could be binge watching all of them. Someone binge watching our episodes. Who do I think can?
I know, yeah. But hey, listen, if you don't put it out there, I don't think it will happen, you know?
Got to feel those vibes.
Got to manifest it, as the wokes would say.
Whoop, whoop.
So, yeah, we're going to do some Would You Rathers. And if you guys agree or disagree, comment. And, yeah, let's get into it. So, do you want to...
I'll read us off first.
Should we take it in turns? Should we grab, maybe a handful each?
Yeah, that's
and then
fine.
just burn through them. And we'll see where we end up.
We'll try and have this one a bit shorter than the last
we've
episode.
seen... I feel like we've done some of these before.
Yeah, well, if you hear us start reading them, or we maybe just sound like we're skipping them, it's probably because we've done them recently, and as you may not have heard them, it's not that interesting if we're just reciting the same answers that we've already said.
Yeah, exactly. Right, do you want to start?
I will start us off. So, would you rather always have to wear mismatched shoes, or have your clothes randomly change colour throughout the day? I'll let you answer first as I read the card.
I mean, I think it's quite exciting, the thought of my clothes randomly changing colour throughout the day.
Yeah, completely agree.
Like, if this was not a phenomenon that other people knew about, they're going to think I'm, totally committed to the cause, which is, just hilarious.
But I can't even see the only way I can see situation going wrong is if you're in certain areas where colours mean things to do with gangs. But otherwise...
Or if you played for a football team or something.
Yeah.
Maybe, which neither of us do. I was thinking maybe your wedding day.
Oh, God, yeah. Your dress just randomly turns black.
But then people might think that's part of it. And again, links into what I said about people are just going to think you've really put a lot of effort into whatever you're doing.
Katniss Everdeen moment.
Exactly. Imagine if it actually happened like that too. They're going to be
Exactly.
blown away.
That was my fire impression, by the way.
Yeah. I actually think that's pretty cool.
But, Sorry. Go on. I've interrupted you.
No, I was going to actually move on to the next card, but if you've got more to say...
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, here's another random sloth fact. I wear suits.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This is true.
If my suits just randomly change colours, it wouldn't all that bother me, even if it was random parts.
Again, people are going to think you're dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're going to be more impressed than anything else.
Exactly, and imagine I just wouldn't have to buy any more suits then. It just changes colours for me. Different suits. Bada bing, bada boom. Next card.
Okay, I've got, would you rather live the rest of your life without internet or have to spend 18 hours a day in front of a screen?
I'd go without internet, to be quite honest with you.
It's a tough one, I think, to be honest with you. I think if it wasn't 18 hours, you'd literally be wasting most of your waking life
That's what I mean.
in front of a screen.
And the thing is, I've done it without internet before. We both come from a generation of households not having internet. So we've done the no internet.
Having to go down to the library.
Yeah.
Get you your hour for free so you can check your Bebos and your Club Penguin. You Moshi Monsters, whatever it was called.
Jesus Christ. That's a bit young. Or is that old now?
I don't know. Or Battle On.
Battle On Adventure Quest.
Yeah.
That was an elite thing. Good old RuneScape. That was just...
I think 18 hours is extreme for me.
Although saying that,
when I'm at work, I
more
spend
than 18 hours of screen time when I was younger.
But every
certain
single day
games.
for the rest of your life. Imagine not I imagine like your wedding day, for example.
Okay. Here you go. I'm an online gamer.
Okay.
18 hours a day, get paid $2 million an hour to do it.
That's fine. Fair enough.
But I suppose I've got to do that until I die.
Your wedding day.
Yeah.
The funeral of a friend.
Yeah, I get
of
4
a
hours
member.
each day, and that's it.
Yeah. Unless you're
that
not
was 6
sleeping
hours.
well.
Sorry, that was poor maths. Yeah, 6
You know what
hours
I mean?
a day.
Well, yeah, but for what? You're gonna have to sleep at some
No, but that's what
point.
I'm saying. I only have 6 hours to do anything other than be staring at a screen,
Yes.
which I suppose I could technically sleep then.
Hmm.
You'd have to train yourself to be able to sleep whilst you're watching the screen with your eyes open or something. That's
Yeah, I think I agree, to be honest.
Yeah.
Live the rest of your life without internet.
100%. Yeah. If I can need anything from the internet, I can have other people do it for me.
Right. Hit me up with the next card.
My card says, would you rather be able to breathe underwater like a fish? So I'm guessing that means like gills and stuff like that, or navigate through the dark like a bat. So echolocation.
I'm going to go for the bat straight up for 2 main reasons. One, I'm a big Batman fan.
Yeah.
Suppose. So I think it'd be sick. Like, I'm thinking Arkham Knight using the detective mode. Like, that's how I'm envisioning it in my life, which would be great. And it's only in the dark. And I feel like you could.
So you're imagining just like sonar for everything, essentially, just like
only in the dark though, and I think that's all right. I thought you could turn it on and off maybe too. You know, like you've got to like think about it.
Well, I suppose in I don't know if it's Batman Begins or The Dark Knight, he does exactly that, doesn't it? It goes all black, the room he's in, he like turns on echolocation, and it all goes blue after a wave goes out.
And my second reason is I am terrified of deep water, so being able to breathe underwater would actually not serve me any purpose, except if I was to fall off a boat, I would be able to breathe underwater, but I can swim and I wouldn't want to be going underwater anyway.
And the thing is with the breathing underwater, the furthest I want to go underwater, I can hold my breath for that distance. I don't need to go any deeper than that. And if I wanted to go any deeper anyway, I don't have the body structure atomically to survive the pressure.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to die anyway, even if I've got gills.
Pointless.
Yeah. No point, yeah.
So I think we're in agreement, aren't we?
Yeah, that's a dud one.
Right, mine says, would you rather have a biscuit tin that magically refills with your favourite biscuits?
Okay.
Or a freezer that dispenses unlimited ice cream?
I feel like we had this one, and we said the ice cream because we'd be able to make more money off it.
Oh, yes, we did. Yeah, we did have this one because we were like, well, we just straight away set up a business.
Ice cream business.
Selling ice creams.
Yeah. Limited ice creams for like 20 quid, 10 quid or something like that. And then people are like, what? Just unlimited, just out that. Pay some like young kid out of school or something, some really good wage, like 25 quid an hour to just pull ice creams out non-stop into baskets for us. Done.
Okay, I'm struggling to find cards that we haven't done. I think I picked up the pile of cards that was like,
okay, well, I've got
these.
one for us. Would you rather you could never read another book or never watch another movie? That's a big one for
I think
us.
I'd rather never watch another movie, to be honest, because I really enjoy reading.
I'm in complete agreement with you. Grew up with books. They were like best friends. I fucking love reading. I mean, another Sloth fact. I need to get like a little jingle
I know,
for
yeah,
that.
definitely.
But we have a stupidly ridiculous amount of books in our household. And I mean stupidly ridiculous. We could open up a miniature library with the amount of books we have.
Oh, definitely.
It's silly. But we love books. So yeah, that's a cold, easy answer. No more movies, books.
Definitely books all the way. Okay, I found a question that I don't think we've done yet. Would you rather have to answer every question you are asked honestly, or never be able to ask anyone else a question again?
Fuck, read that out again. I need context on my brain.
You've got
again.
to either answer every question you are asked honestly, or never ask a question again. So, what time is it? Couldn't ask that. Are you okay? Couldn't ask that. But if I was to say to you...
Could I use sign language to ask questions? Can I just completely switch?
Well, it says never able to ask a question again, so it would be the actual act of asking the question.
I'm going to say I'm going to have to tell the truth for the rest of my life. Yes, sometimes it is better to be dishonest, but I'm sorry. I need the ability to ask questions, to speak, to debate. Like, how would our podcast continue?
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. And I think as well, it'd be very inconvenient to never be able to ask a question ever again. Like, how do I do this? Are you okay? Who's that person? Like, never being able to ask, what do you want for tea? How much is this? I feel like you're just limiting your life massively. So I'd probably just become the most honest person
Exactly.
in the world. If I had to be.
No.
Anyway.
We also, just a bit of context, we always imagine would you rather's as almost like a genie's curse. You don't have a choice in the matter. This isn't like would you rather do this? It's just, this is a genie's like, mate, you've got these two hypotheticals that are your life now.
Yeah.
Get ready to choose.
That's why we're so particular about the wording as well, because it's like, if it says
you don't want to get
an
monkeys
hour
poured. Exactly.
Like, I want to know exactly what I'm getting into. And if it leaves it open-ended, then that's why we imagine, like, the scenarios, like, we're actually full on having to do this. Right, what have you got for us?
Okay, I've got, which could be quite a funny one. Would you rather find a suitcase with £5 million inside, or your true love?
Well, I've already found my true love. So 5 million.
Yeah,
5 million every day.
In the suitcase to carry it off in as well. That was quick and easy.
Okay, how do you feel? Do you feel confident about that one?
Feel confident. I mean, what the fuck am I going to do with my true love and with you anyway?
Yeah. Okay, I think we've got time maybe for one more.
Okay.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, hit us with it.
All right. Would you rather lose all your money or all the pictures you've ever taken?
All my money. Every day, hands down. I've got pictures of animals that passed away before half of the users of the internet were even born.
Yeah.
I've got pictures of loved ones I'll never see again. I've got pictures of things that I've seen that I'll never see again. I've got a photo of a purple arrow that maybe I might divulge more into in the future, but not now. But that photo means a lot to me as well. So yeah, I couldn't ever get rid of the photos.
I agree, and we also don't have a lot of money, so
yeah,
to
exactly.
lose that
Take
money, it's like whatever at this point. But yeah, I'm like a photo hoarder. I have albums upon albums in my phone. I've got an SD. I literally purposely won't upgrade to the newest phone because they don't have SD card slots, and I'm not being limited. I need to keep photos, and like you said, you know, loved ones, pets that we don't have anymore, things we've experienced that we'll never be able to look back on. No, I definitely would rather lose the money, to be honest with you, every single day.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, just, you can't say any more on that. I'm sure basically nearly everyone will agree with us on that.
But then imagine it this way. What if you're a millionaire?
I suppose losing all that money would be pretty fucking shit.
Yeah. So I get why some people might not agree, but for us, I think it's the photos mean a lot.
Depends what type of millionaire you are. If you are a millionaire based on your own achievements and the type of person you are, not just through some fluke luck like winning the lottery or something, then you could very well go, okay, well, the sentimental value of these photos means more to me than my money because I can earn my money back in a very short amount of time or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd still always rather have the pictures.
Yeah, 100%.
It sounds stupid, but I would.
No, I agree.
Well, I think that pretty much brings us to a natural end
to this episode. Would You Rather episode.
Yeah. We love Would You Rathers. Like we said, you know, we love a bit of debate, a bit of discussion. I used to ask my mum hundreds of these when I was a kid, you know, like, would you rather be like a tiger with 10 toes
on one of our
on
first
one leg
family getaways, she discussed with us over a glass of wine, over great laughs to Beth's dismay.
Yeah.
It was
she ripped me a new one, basically, and was going on about how annoying it was, which I imagine it probably was, to be fair. So it's nice, I guess, to be able to do the Would You Rathers in a healthy way.
Hey, and if you have any Would You Rathers for us, drop them down below in the comments or whatever else you want to put them.
Yeah, for sure. Because we'll probably do this again at some point because we've got more cards, more topics and things like that to discuss. So if you've got any suggestions for the next one, just leave a comment. And yeah, I guess that brings us to the end for episode 3. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Thanks for staying to the end if you have done. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Goodbye.
See you later.